What's up, party people? We have a slow sim matchup today between the 2-6 Jaguars and the 6-2 Texans. As you can see, both teams 81 overalls on offense, a little bit better on defense. The Texans, they're great in real life and they're great in Madden slow sim. We'll go over everyone's playbooks. Big name out here, Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jaguars, but we'll get into them in a second. Let's talk about the Houston Texans. They're in the LA Chargers vertical power run. Very unfair to be in that great of an offense with the Houston Texans defense 4-3 cover 3. Play sheets are 4-2-5 nickel, and we're trying out screen game today. That's the first thing we've tried. As far as the slot goes, it is Christian Kirk. We've tried other receivers there, especially Tank Dell, and it just didn't work out. So we're back with Christian Kirk in the slot, and we're probably just going to leave him there. And then as far as the Jaguars go, they're in a new offense, a very similar offense. So, Cohen comes from the tree of Tampa Bay. They kind of have a similar offense. So we're going to go with Tampa Bay. The one thing I don't like about Jacksonville Jaguars offense is that it has a lot, and this doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. Like you run 2 to 4 wide receiver jet sweeps, and I just don't like it. They don't really score that often. So we're going to go with a similar offense, gets a lot of rush attempts with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers vertical zone, and then we're keeping them in the Jags defense, but we're moving them to the 4-3 cover 3. That's their highest scheme. Play sheets, air raid, gun, and run stop. And I forget who's in the slot for this game. We can check afterwards. They're already down a wide receiver because we just made Hunter Henry a full-time corner. He just wasn't playing very well as a wide receiver, so we took off his traits for a wide receiver and just made him a strict corner. And then, so they're down a man there. Now they're out Brian Thomas Jr. So I forget who I put in, but we'll figure that out, and we'll go show you at the end of the game. And then we're also going to change the throwing motion. I've been trying to get quarterbacks to play better, and I'm going to put high 3/4 8. A lot of quarterbacks are using that have a really good throwing motion. And I just want to point out, look at Trevor Lawrence's face. Like, what the fuck is going on here, man? Anyway, he has a new throwing motion. I hope that helps him out. New offense, new defense of scheme, new throwing motion. Let's see if we can get this Jags teams going against a really good defense and Houston Texans team.
Develop in his first 2 years in the league, but the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his 3rd division championship in as many years.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And Stroud now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Stroud out of the gun here. Now he's going to step up and run. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
4th down. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Stroud. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
The Texans at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 3rd and 4.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. Open man is Myers. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. It's Myers again with another catch. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. That past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. A gain of 12. First down, Jaguars.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. A gain of 14. And
Lawrence now off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Jacksonville.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
For a Jaguars first down. 1st and goal, Jacksonville.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashal Tootin, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud looking to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
It's a gain of 20.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Jaguars.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, ETN. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10 at the 27.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Daniil Hunter in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now he'll tuck this and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory, so they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage by Caleb Ramshaw.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Now throw here right sideline, falls incomplete. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jaguars, first down.
Etienne once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Jaguars, first down.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd and 12.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw. Etienne bringing in another one. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He was brought down at the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stroud sets up the play action. This one left side caught by Collins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stroud. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
15 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
On the bootleg, Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 2nd and
Mixon up the middle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Texans first.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Stroud. And he rifles one incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got an open man, it's Washington. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 5.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Etienne up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he is caught. Able to slither by. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offensive throwing short and running long.
2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Stroud working out of the gun. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. A gain of a yard.
In motion right here, Washington. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Draw play, Etienne. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Open man is Myers. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. Screen play. Here's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Throwing now is Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Stroud to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Travis Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So Stroud and the Texans trailing 17-10, less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
Here's Stroud.
14-yard line.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Stroud. Finding Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Stroud. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. To throw it, Stroud. It's caught by Bryant. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Texans 1st down.
And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in.
Amy Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
All right, well, the Jags get it done. 3-6 now. Houston falls at 6-3. And I don't know what that decision was there from the Texans at the end of the game. 2nd and goal. You go for 3 points and then an onside kick. What the fuck was that? I mean, all right. Madden gets a little dumb sometimes, but it is what it is. The Jags still alive, looking good. 4-3, cover 3. Jacksonville defense did them good. Really shut down a high-power offense, as you saw in that game. Stroud is one of the leaders in touchdowns. He has 19, I believe, on the season. So let's look at this box score real quick. we'll just go over the Jags here. Only 130 yards passing for Lawrence, 4 sacks, 15 for 17. Didn't have to pass that much when Travis Etienne had 17 carries for 173 yards and a touchdown, 4 broken tackles. That's what this Tampa Bay offense can do, man. You can get some big runs. Jacoby Myers, 5 for 48. Diami Brown, 3 for 26. Parker Washington, 2 for 25. Etienne, 4 for 20. Defensively, big games here. So 7 tackles for loss for Josh Hines Allen. Huge. Couldn't get the run game going. He also had 3 sacks, a sack for Eric Murray, a half sack for Armstead and Trayvon Walker. That was a big thing that happened here. I mean, 3 sacks from Josh Hines Allen and a sack from interception from Ransall. What is Hines Allen? Let's look at these players here. As I told you, I'd take a look at this depth chart for who's in the slot right now. It was Jacoby Myers. We're probably going to leave him there for most of the season. Parker Washington is backing him up as far as along with Tim Patrick, and they had to start. Yeah, Jacoby Myers was their number 1, followed by Brown, Parker Washington, and Patrick. I mean, we do have Hunter Henry on the Travis Hunter, I should say, not Hunter Henry. Travis Hunter is 5th right now in the depth chart, but we don't really want him getting in the game. And maybe that's why they played so well. Also, he's their leading corner. Did I move him in the slot? I might have put him in the slot too. I like having big guys over the middle. No, it's still Greg Newsome for right now. So there you go. Let's take a look at what Josh Hines Allen has on him. What? GM's office. He is their best player. He has unstoppable force, edge threat, strip specialist, under pressure. Traits are bullish and freestyler. He could definitely use some more here. If I was going to do this, so we want finesse to be his highest. So he's a freestyler. He's got bullish. I want him to be a finesse rusher. I want fly swatter, gas guzzler, and disciplined on him. Definitely. And as far as this stuff goes, I think he's fine right now with what he has. And I would probably take strip specialist off, right? Like, we don't need that. And put unpredictable or BOGO, double or nothing. I gotta think about this one. But edge threat's good, under pressure's fine. So how about unpredictable for now? All right. Well, that's a look at Josh Hines Allen. Stats. Are you guys interested in stats? Oh my God. Trevor Lawrence has 4 passing touchdowns and 7 interceptions. What? See, I think part of that is the Travis Hunter effect. He shouldn't have 4 touchdowns right now. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, are touchdowns from him to Travis Hunter not even counting either? I don't know. But 9 sacks for Josh Hines Allen. Trayvon Walker has 6, 3 for Armstead. Tackles for loss is Josh Hines Allen. The leader in tackles, Devin Lloyd. Followed by Ransall, Eric Murray, Oluwakan. Interceptions, 2 for Eric Murray. And of course, we haven't recorded one for Travis Hunter yet that we know of. That's super annoying. So we got to get this offense going. This is a good team, man. This team is not playing very well. There's a couple teams that played very well in real life that aren't playing good in Madden, but it is what it is. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for another game.